part of the issue with Unreal isn't necessarily on the graphic side. There's Unreal's trying to do some very aggressive things from the AI perspective inside the game, and I'm sure there's some optimizations to be done here. They've spent a huge amount of time working on a very beautiful game, but as we all know, the Quake engine's been around for a while, and the Quake 2 has been around for a while, and they've had a chance to do some optimizations there. And I expect that the folks at Epic will have a similar chance to do some optimizations inside of Unreal. Perhaps you'll see some gains there, not so much in terms of graphics performance, but just reducing the load on the CPU, which concurrently will let the graphics run faster, if you kind of follow my meaning there. But they've done a pretty good job as far as the glide implementation of Unreal on top of 3DFX hardware. Multitexturing is going to help that, but I wouldn't expect to see a doubling in performance with multitexturing until we get really, really fast CPUs underneath there. Hopefully Intel can help us out with that.
Now, when you're talking multi-texturing, how do you feel about the triple textile FX units as far as having triple texture processors on there, something someone like AOpen's working on? Do you think that is something that will actually increase performance, or is it just a novelty?
Yeah, we've kind of got mixed feelings about that. On one hand, it's kind of an interesting thing because the architecture does actually support it, but there's a huge host of software issues behind it that's going to make implementing a 3TMU version of Voodoo 2 very difficult. First of all, our APIs, D3D, Glide, OpenGL, they don't support it right now, so someone's going to have to write all that software, which is a very non-trivial task. And even if you get all the drivers in place, you have to go back to all the game developers and get them to re-optimize content for a 3TMU version, which, 3DFX has been working at doing optimizations for 2TMUs for a long time, and we're only now starting to see the fruits of those efforts. I can't imagine what a company like AOpen's going to have to face when they go back and try to get people to support a 3TMU version